And it's live, as they say on Sky Sports. Let's just get the stream up and running, shall we? Already running. Alright, okay. Give me a second to get this stream up and running, and just saving all the config details. I will be with the chat imminently or momentarily. I think it's probably a better word. And there we go. Now, aside from top financial, not a lot moving. A couple of pops here and there, but not a huge amount worth writing home about. So, but we'll get there. Hey, OAL. Alvis, good morning to you. No, I can't trade top. Well, I can trade, but I'm not trading top. It's just not worthwhile. The margin restrictions make it kind of not worthwhile. We can watch top, but I'm not trading it. The lack of leverage just makes it not worthwhile. Oh, that happens a lot, Calvus. You get companies filing for Chapter 8 and rallying on the back of it. It's a strange one. I don't think I'll be in a sunny, humid room. I'll probably be in a darkened, air-conditioned room there, Alistair. Just to it'll be late in the evening, so it'll be dark. Yeah, it'll be dark and air conditioned. But we'll see. Last day of the month, last day of the week, last day of the quarter, last day of the semester. It's and thank goodness. I'm glad to see the back of June. It's been a tough month. It's been a tough month. I'm basically break even on June, and hopefully it'll be like the last 2 months that I've found difficult will be followed by prosperous, a run of a quarter of prosperity. That will be absolutely great if that's the case. I'm not saying it is going to be the case, but you know, we'll see. Okay, is Rumble live yet? Yeah, it is. Took a while to go live, but we're live now. That's all. Let's see. Okay, guys. YouTube, guys, what are you doing? You know the rules. Get that thumbs up smashed. It's important that you help me out just by smashing the thumbs up button. You come into the onto the stream, just smash the thumbs up button. It just really helps me out, and I'm not asking for it for much. Just you know, it's amazing what will happen. You'll be surprised what will happen if you smash that thumbs up button, and it's really amazing. Just see what happens. Just if you don't believe me, just try it out. You know you want to do it now. I will be streaming next week, but only 3 days. It's a short week next week. Oh, there's a good start on the old TikTok. Hey, lovely. Good morning, Thomas. Oh, that's new. The love hearts on the old. What do you mean no music today? There's plenty of music. Can you not hear it? And Wednesday through Friday. So Monday is technically a trading day, but it's 4th of July. Monday's the 3rd of July. Of course, 4th of July, unless you've been living under a rock for your whole life, because let's face it, the Americans are, not being one of them, the Americans are a little bit brash and loud at the best of times. So if you've ever met one, you'll know what the 4th of July is. They expect the 4th of July to be celebrated and commemorated wherever they are in the world. And I'm like, it makes no difference to me, pal. You know? I remember someone was saying that they were, I think it was, I don't know, it was my sister or my cousin, waiting tables in a hotel in the UK. And there was an American party was in there for the 4th of July, and they were most agreed that there was no fireworks for the 4th of July. Now, my sister at the time, she was about 7, like I said, my sister, my cousin, she was about 17, 18, so a little bit green, a little bit wet behind the ears at the time as well. So when they're asking, why is there no fireworks? She's saying, well, why would we have fireworks? It's not New Year or the 5th of November. What are you on about? And she's like, they're like, it's July the 4th. It's like, yeah, that's not fireworks. That's not bonfire night. It's not New Year. So she couldn't get into her head why they were asking why there was no fireworks, and they couldn't understand. Well, hang on a minute. It's Independence Day. Why are you not celebrating it? I'm like, you're not in the USA anymore. You know. You were to paraphrase The Wizard of Oz. This ain't canvas. Hey, Black Eagle. Yeah, I had one American gentleman asking me why British people don't see the 4th of Independence Day, the 4th of July, as a significant period on the British calendar. I'm like, well, it's not a British celebration. Said, yeah, but we got independence from Britain, and that's why it should be important. I'm like, you and how many other nations have got independence from Britain? You're one of many. You're not that important, buddy. Why don't we celebrate getting rid of them? Well, what, along with Canada and Australia and half the African continent and, you know, parts of South America and India and Pakistan and, you know. Why don't I trade the European exchanges? Because of the lack of volatility, lack of volume and volatility. So the majority of volume is on the US markets, quite frankly. So you didn't take a trade on top earlier there, Harrison, or you did take a trade and you just found it difficult. So top, actually, Yeah, so getting the Euro exchanges just doesn't have the volume, so all the visibility for that matter. So trying to find data for the European exchanges is not as easy as it is for the US markets, quite frankly. As a retail trader, you want to have the information to hand, and the European exchanges is flaky at best. So yeah, there's no Benzinga, for example. I use Benzinga and I use it religiously for finding stocks that are breaking out on momentum, have good news, good catalyst, etc., signals. There's no Benzinga for the European markets, unfortunately. Not that I'm aware. If there is, let me know, because maybe that's something I can look at. Yeah, is that CMEG UK, Harrison? Apparently, I've not traded it since the last time I traded, since it popped up before it got suspended. But apparently, it's not tradable on the UK exchange for some reason. I don't know if it's tradable on the Trinidad and Tobago. I've not tried, but I mean, it looks tradable. I've not tried it. Yeah, the CMEG UK, it got delisted off the UK exchange from back in May. I think it was. All right. Okay. Oh, whilst I can watch it, I'm not trading it. They're basically making it, unless you've got a really large account. We're talking $250,000 in cash. It's not really worth trading this. Mind you saying that, if you've got a really large account, $250,000, and you're looking to make a couple of thousand on it, then it's not worth trading. If you're looking to make a couple of $100 on it, there's better stocks to trade. So the point that I'm making here is this has moved $2 over the last, well, just over $2, $2.50 over the last hour. We've moved $2.50, but if you to take 1,000 shares at $8, you need to have a $20,000 account. So to take 1,000 shares at $8, which is $8,000 of exposure, you need a $20,000 account as a minimum, based on the margin requirements of the broker that I'm with. So it's not worth it. What else is moving that I could use $20,000 worth of equity with leverage, which would effectively give me $120,000 of buying power? So what could I, am I going to make $2 on that for $2,000? If I caught the whole of that move, I would get $2,000. So using $120,000 of buying power somewhere else, I don't have to get a $2 move to make $2,000. So you see what I mean? It's just not worth tying the equity up in top when something else is going to move and move much less. If it moves 50 cents and I'm using leverage with it, I can get a lot more bang for the buck than tying my equity up in top. So it's not worth trading. So there's a couple of things you've got to factor in when you're talking about looking at your risk. Yes, you're looking at the trade that you're in, but you're also looking at your exposure and your equity that's tied up in that trade, which is another reason why you don't really want to be trading during consolidation, holding through consolidation. If there's nothing that's moving, fine. If it's a quiet morning and you're just holding, you're in a strong position, fine, hold it through consolidation. But it's not my recommended strategy to hold a stock while it's consolidating, because your equity is tied up, and if something pops, you can't be caught. You've then got to sell, and you might be selling at a loss, and whatever it is. It's better just to manage your risk effectively, and then when it starts moving, you can get back in. Or if something else starts moving, you've still got that equity, you've got that cash position. Cash is a position, remember that, and you've got that cash position that you can actually leverage that to trade something that's going to give you a better move. So don't tie your don't tie up your equity in unnecessarily. Yeah, CYT might have great news, but like I always say, don't trade the news, trade the price action, trade the market reaction to it. CYT's not got brilliant volume, it's good relative volume, but it's not brilliant volume. So let's have a look at CYT. See that? Gapped up, popped up, and it's just sideways. That's all. The volume's okay, but it's not brilliant. It's 840, just under 840,000 shares. Excuse me, traded today. Britain losing all its territories and becoming weak. Yeah, that's what happens when you have donkeys in charge of lions, unfortunately. I had a finish yesterday, pretty much where you saw me finish, two grand up, just over $2,000 up on the day. I didn't trade anymore after I was, so yeah, it was a $2,000 day yesterday. And a 50k profit today. Why 50k? I'm going for a record day today. It's the end of the month. I want to see what I can get, like I did 1st of May, $130,000 day. That's what I'm looking for today. One trade, $130,000. A Wi-Fi dongle. Are you still using dongles? I don't know where you're based, but dongle? Come on. I thought the dongles died out in the noughties, in the 2000s. It's all inbuilt. But no, if you're looking at your connection, you want a fiber connection. Simple. Don't try trading on a mobile connection. I've done it. It's not great. You need a fiber connection ideally. Fast speeds, low latency. That's what you need. DWAC, I don't know about GCT, I think it was, or GDC. That moved up huge amounts. Let's go back and have a look at that when it did. So look at this on the daily. See that? Oh, I've got a little line that needs to get rid of. So this is first of May, and I caught this pretty much whole of this move all the way up from, I think it started off about $4 and it started off about $3 pre-market actually, or $2 whatever, and I think I got in at $3 and it broke $3 and was able to ride that pretty much all the way up on the 1st of May. Fantastic day, all the way up from, I'd say from $3, full leverage across the board once he got over $5 and up to $45. I think it got stopped at $45 and pulled back. That was GDC in 1st of May. So that's my biggest trade to date. Top Financial is my second biggest, but that one's my biggest trade to date. And funnily enough, Top Financial was the day before, no, the previous trading day before. So that was the Monday, I think it was. So yeah, GDC. The flip jug, what do I keep saying? The market can be irrational and it can stay irrational longer than we can stay solvent. That's what happens. Right. Not a lot of movement right now. Yeah, so I'm kind of 12k up on the, actually, I don't even think I'm that at the moment. Detailed results for June. I'm still in drawdown in June. So 26,500 gross profit in June, but that's not great because effectively after fees and charges I'm currently sitting at 11k net on June. So it's not been it's a profitable month. It's more profitable than May of last year, but disappointing. My worst month in a whole year, in over a year. And look, it's great to be sat here for like the last couple of months, last 3 months. At the end of the month, I was doing these trade recaps and monthly recaps, whatever, and saying, look, I've just had the best day of my career. I've just had the best month of my career. I'm challenging for the best month of my career, and all. That's great when it happens. It doesn't happen every month. You've got to take it with, easy come, easy go kind of scenario. The market doesn't owe me anything. I don't owe the market anything. So you have red days just the same as you have green days as well. So you can have profitable days, you can have losing days. I had a big losing day a couple of weeks ago and still not recovered from that yet. So actually, just a good question. Where am I on the drawdown? Market behavior. Win-loss expectation, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so I'm still 26k in the hole from that big drawdown a couple of weeks ago. Or was it last week? No, it's this week. Trying to put it out of the back of it. It was Tuesday, so trying to put it to the back of my mind. So I've cast it back a couple of weeks. It's my second biggest, actually my second biggest drawdown of the year to date as well. So yeah, look, it'll take a while to get over that. I might not get over it until August because of the move as well. Oh, I can afford noodles, Nereus. I just can't afford the additional sauce that I like to put in them. So it's just going to be plain noodles, unfortunately. Do you know what? I'm gonna filter out the volume, the change. It needs to have at least 2% because I'm just looking at stuff thinking, oh, that's moving and it's not. Minimum move. That's the side ones. I need minimum change percentage greater than 2. There you go. Gotta get rid of all these as well, so get rid of anything less than 5% change. I don't really want to see anything less than 15% on that one, but we'll see. I've just adjusted my filter so I'm not getting distracted by, artificial noise. I can still see all the moving on the other scanner, on the real-time scanner. I can still see all the moving stocks from like $1 upwards. But yeah. How much did I lose on that day, Alexander? So this month, my biggest loss this month is 24,000. 23,806.76 cents. That was my biggest loss. If I look at that was just the one trade, by the way. If I look at my biggest losing day, how much did I lose on that day? On Tuesday, 31,000. $31,054.26. That's my second biggest losing day of the year to date. So I was doing okay. We weren't having a great month up until then. I was doing okay. We're making some good headway, but then that came in and we've made 5k since then. So we've got a lot of work to do. 26,000 still to recover. We need a $30,000 day just to get back out of drawdown. Is it going to happen? Nah, I doubt it. Not the way the market's been this last month. We need either a really parabolic stock to run, or we need some more volatility in the market and a number of good movers. We've just not had that. We've not had the follow through. I mean, I'm looking at what's gapped up this morning, and let's go through the top gappers that I can see that are you know, RNLX, top one. Top mover, RNLX. Put these on the 5-minute chart, so or 15-minute chart, so we can see. Popped up, then double topped, and now it's just underneath the VWAP pulling back. RNLX. So that's the top mover. Top financial, whilst it's looking good and looking strong, if I had a decent margin requirement on this, I'd be interested. But quite frankly, 250% margin requirement, no, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So top, no trade there. CYT, that's a quick pop and drop. It's popped up, but then it's just sideways at the moment. I mean, I can't really see it on the 5 minutes. It's only just done it, but this is CYT. Popped up, and now it's just plateauing. We're getting a bit of a descending wedge into a flat bottom, which typically breaks down. It's below the VWAP, so this has to get over $2.50 for it to be even considered a bullish again. BHG, similar situation. Initial pop, the bounce, and then below the VWAP and sell off. So this is the story of June. Is that we're just getting the pop, but we're not getting the follow through. I can't really put my finger and say we've had any really strong parabolic movers across the whole of June. No volume on Arena Pharma, so that's moved up 15%, and then Microvision is the last one that's over 10% move. So Microvision, again, low volume, not a huge amount, full range, no volatility, low volume, no trade. So there's nothing to trade at the moment. But we'll see. Although BDTX looks like at what time? Yeah, we've got 780. So that's because of the, yeah, there's a lot of sevens there. It's 780, 780, 780s. These are all going through on top. That's a bit strange. That's probably just the algorithmics clearing the off market orders. That's all I can think, because it's not hit. We're not seeing that on the chart or on the price action. It's not going down there, so all I can see is that's off market orders being cleared by the market makers. How long do I think it will be before the market starts going into a bull market again? Well, from a tech sector point of view, it already is. If you look at the NASDAQ, it already is a bull market. But we're back in bullish terms. The rest of the market is holding it back. Finance is a bit, obviously, offset with the Silicon Valley Bank collapse as well. Dow Jones Industrial, hit and miss. Russell Index, hit and miss. Certainly from a NASDAQ point of view, we're now in bullish territory again. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be saying exactly the same thing, Don. I think, where's the beast today? There's the beast. There's the fat beast. Passed out. Not quite snoring. I don't know what's wrong with her. Maybe she's cleared up the cold because she's not snoring. Yeah, so AHI has resumed now 534. Let's have a look at that one, because I don't know what the news is on that one, but I want to have a look at the price action first. So that just gapped up So let's have a look at the news. Come on, Benzinga, you just been having this all morning. It's my Benzinga, that's all I'm getting. Getting that a lot. Yeah, that's what happened with which stock was it last year? They got them $1 million trade. It was a reverse stock split. People thought they were in profit, started selling. The price tanked, and then once they realised, everybody started buying it back up, and it went up and finished the day even higher. So. No, she won't. She won't be able to fly with me, Alistair. So she has to go cattle class, literally cattle class. She has to be flown as livestock because she's one of these snub breeds, so she can't go in the cabin. She's too big. She can't go in the hold because she, as a pet, because she's one of these snub breeds. So she has to go through via a livestock handler. So yeah, she's unfortunately not flying with me. So I've got to basically ship her off, get over there and wait for her to arrive a few days later. Hey, Peter. Yeah, that's not. I'm not looking to. BDTX popping. Dolby Aviation popping again. Just over. So that's only just over a VWAP right now. So, you know, we did take one trade this morning on BDTX, but it just didn't follow through. So we got that was on the small account. We made $26, whatever it was. That was a quick pop and drop if ever there was one. Yeah, unfortunately, not a lot moving. Nothing really spectacular happening today. Good afternoon, Lisa. Tilray, I could take a look at Tilray, but it doesn't look like there's much moving with Tilray at the moment. Like I say, not a lot moving at all. There you go, barcoding. Tilray. Nothing happening with Tilray. Tilray, it's $1.60 barcoding. There's no opportunity there. Not for day trading, at least. There's no opportunity for swing trade now. Not really. That's the only one that I think is actually moving at the moment. CTMX, so CytomX Therapeutics, it's under $2, so that's my cutoff. I don't trade below $2, but hey, look, it's a reverse stock split sandy glass. So yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, she'll cope with the temper. She's Chinese. Chow-chows are Chinese. Sandy Glass is a reverse stock split. We can go back to it, have a look at the action. Hey Robert, welcome. Well, yeah, reverse stock split. Resumed trading at 350 this morning. Went up to kind of 680. Now kind of settling at yesterday's equivalent closing price. Okay. So this is where it's settling at. It's the equivalent of yesterday's closing price. It isn't yesterday's closing price, but it's the equivalent of. So this is like a 4 to 1. I think it is 4 to 1 reverse stock split. Is it 4 or 5 to 1? 4 to 1. So it's not up. It's like 1% on the day. It's only up slightly, 1%. So if you're thinking it's up 294%, it's because you're looking at yesterday's actual closing price, pre-split or pre-consolidation, versus today's price after post-consolidation. So it's only up 2%, and a $5 stock being up 2% on the day is no biggie. It's not a big deal. Oh, yeah. Joby back above the Joby automation, back above the VWAP. Still not looking great, but it's back above the VWAP. 2% up on the day. That was it. COSM. That's what happened. That was the one that I traded last year. It had the reverse stock split. Everybody sold off pre-market, thinking that it was it had gone up in price, taking profits. It absolutely tanked. Went back to like sub $1 or whatever it was, and then went back up when everybody realised, started buying back in at a discount, and it went back up, and I got the move back up. So yeah, that was my big trade in December. Cosmos Holdings, I think it was at the time. Cosmos Holdings, or was it Cosmos? Is it Cosmos Holdings now? It changed its name. It had its reverse stock split, and it changed its exchange registration number all at the same time, and it caused confusion on the exchanges with the market makers and with the brokers and everything else. So there was talk of the day's trading on that symbol being reversed and being nullified, but then there become all kinds of legal ramifications. I was a little bit worried about it when I heard that rumor, but yeah, it was a great day for trading. So let's go back to the daily. I won't go back that far. There we go. Cosmos Holdings. That's where it went. Went from it was up here. It reverse split to I think it was like $12, whatever it was, and then it sold off pre-market, and then it came back all the way up. So we was able to do that right here on this stream. Go check out that day. Yeah, that was December the 16th. I think that was my last trading day before I went on holiday. Christmas. Cosmos. Yeah, it was Cosmos Holdings, and it changed its name from Cosmos Holdings to Cosmos Health. It changed the reference number to reflect that, and the reverse stock split, and all happened on the same day. It was like a confluence of key factors that made it run up the way it did. It was very unusual. $2,000 day yesterday, Alistair. $2,000 in total. Yeah, unfortunately, with top ukulele, there's no leverage. It's a 250% leverage requirement. So I'd rather keep my powder dry. I know this is moving up, and part of me is going to have FOMO on this and saying, well, if it's taken 1,000 shares, yeah, it's $25,000 worth of equity. You could probably take 2,500 shares, 3,000 shares maybe. Just think how much you could have made now. 3,000 shares for $8 up to 11. You could have made $9,000. Yeah. That's a strange one, Calvis. Hang on a minute. Are you on the iNet feed? No. I'm using the montage, so I'll just had a look at the iNet feed, and I've got more than 4 lines across mine, so I guess that's TWS. It's the Chinese there, Hugh. It's a Hong Kong-based finance company, and there's a lot of Chinese investors involved on it, which is why it got investigated. Or one of the reasons it got investigated. It got delisted from the exchange. So it's suspended from the exchange temporarily. I think it was in May, yeah, it would have been May. It got delisted at the beginning of May. I think it was the 5th of May or something from the exchange, pending investigation, and then it got relisted again at the end of May. So yeah, top financial. A lot of Chinese investors get involved in it, and it pumps on the back of that. It is, I think it's a Hong Kong-based finance brokerage company. Morning, Waynand. Advanced Health Intelligence, AHI. Float size on AHI. I've got the short float. 28 million I've got shares outstanding. I've not actually got a float size for it. That's probably delayed data because of this reverse stock split. But we'll see. Yeah, Benzinga's not been the greatest today. Still wouldn't be without it, but it's been a bit buggy, a bit laggy. I switched from Chrome to Firefox because it wasn't working in Chrome. Yes, smack that thumbs up button, guys. Really do. We've got what? We've only got 19 people like this stream. I don't care if you like this stream or you don't like this stream. Have a bit of interaction. Give it one of those or one of those. I don't care. One or the other. Just smack that thumbs up button, thumbs down button, thumbs wherever. What are we looking like? You know, Emperor Caesar or something. So let's get that like count up, guys. It really helps me out. Yeah, Vols, you're absolutely right. When I traded this back in April, the volatility of it was amazing. It moved up and down like a couple of dollars in seconds. So it was around $12. I think I got in, started trading at about $12 up to about $30 or $40 or whatever it was. and then it took off overnight. I didn't trade it when it went up to 200 and whatever it was. And the following day, I was still able to get leverage, and I took, I think, 250 shares or whatever it was, for 100 bucks or 99 bucks or something. RNLX is breaking out back over the VWAP, something that we can trade. And I did call this out in the Discord as well earlier. This is probably the only thing I've called out in the Discord today. So yesterday, late yesterday, the FDA granted de novo marketing authorization for Renalytix Kidney Intellect's prognostic test to assess the risk of progressive kidney function decline in adults with diabetes or early stage kidney disease. So, and I said this looks good over $3, which it's just done that now. So let's see. Yeah, that's the good with the 4-to-1 reverse. So the details I've got, Neith, are yesterday's details. So 28 million in the flow. It's a 4-to-1 stock split. So it's about just over what 4 million in the flow or whatever it is. Yeah, I said $3. So you're saying VWAP, there's 6 cents difference on that. So I said $3. And used to hold the whole dollar at 3. It looks interesting over $3. Doesn't hold $3. Like everybody complains when this tune is on, so I'm going to blast past it and put the next one on, because that's one of the loudest tunes I've got in the playlist. So don't come at me. Yeah, I'm not convinced with anything at the moment. I'm just going to small. Let's see if I can get some green on the board. See that? We've got a new high, but now it's looking like devil horns. So I'm in at 309. I'm out at $3 if it pulls back. I'm not risking a huge amount. I wasn't convinced, but if this can go up to back up to 350, it was up to like 360. Excuse me, 365 is the current session high. We've got 10 minutes to the open. Not risking a huge deal on this for obvious reasons. Just wanted to get it. I just wanted to get a foothold. Oh. Oh, and we signed the contract on the house overnight as well. So, early this morning actually. So that's so stressed right now. It's say moving house is one of the most stressful things you do in your lifetime. And I've done it twice in a year. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to get out. Getting out. Broke below $3. Good morning, Trader 83. I'm only renting there because I can't own land. So if I want to buy property over there, I've got to buy a condo, like an apartment or something. I can't actually own the land. Now there's ways around that, but at this moment in time, I just want to get settled and then look for where I actually want to live, or where we want to live, and then we'll probably get something joint between us. But if I was buying, before we get married, if I'm buying in my name, and I'm not. So we're renting for a year, and then we'll look to buy. The question is, do we buy there or do we move away? So we've not decided that yet. Oh, we've got guest rooms. We've got guest rooms. Morning, Tom. Might get a bounce on the VWAP here, but if we get a VWAP bounce, I'm looking at 305 as potential. Yeah, there's not a lot moving today, guys, reliably. Struggling to find anything with really good. And CBay is getting a bit of movement right now, but no volume on it. That's the problem with it. So, CymaBay Therapeutics, no volume. Can't trade that. ETAI, again, no volatility. Looking at a range of 2.5%. So the two things you need for day trading to be profitable in day trading. It's been difficult. June has been a terrible month for me. Not a losing month. It's not a red month. So I suppose I've got to look for the silver linings. But it's not a very profitable month. I'm 11,000 in profits at the moment for June, and that's not great. Well, certainly not by my term, but by my standards. And it's not been a great month for the small. In fact, the small account, we've had 2 months of the small account now. We're on day 40, so it's effectively two full months of trading, on day 41 today, on a small account, and we've made $100, a little over $100. So yeah. Oh, there's not many big cities over there. That's why it's attractive, Calvis. A nice bit of land, nice garden, nice view. Fruit trees, the whole nine. Hey, Eunice. Good morning to you, buddy. No, absolutely. That's one of the most important things. So fiber to the door is important. Alistair, I don't burn. I can tolerate the sun because I mean I lived in Spain for 4 years, the south coast of Spain. I lived on the Costa del Crime for 4 years. So when I was younger. So no, the sun doesn't really bother me that much. In fact, I look better when I've had a bit of sun. Not as pasty like I am right now. I can get rid of the beard and look better with a bit of sun. Look a bit more kind of Latin, you know. What, all 2 weeks? I can visit for that 2 weeks, Jack. It's okay. I'll miss the Irish summers. Like I said, I can visit for that 2 weeks of the year. That can be my summer holiday. Actually, my dad's Scottish, and he actually looks Latin. He looks Italian or Spanish or something. So he's got that. He definitely got Latin blood in him, and I've inherited some of that when it comes to the melanin production. So I tend to, the first couple of days I'll go a little bit pink, and then it'll turn brown. But I do use sun cream. I do use sunscreen. I recommend anybody use it. Today's day and age. You need to use sunscreen. I don't care what color you are. Use sunscreen. It's good for your skin. You won't raisin as quickly if you use sunscreen. Even when it's not sunny, use sunscreen. It'll help keep your youthful look for longer. I mean, look at me. You'd swear I wasn't a day over 26. Well, not much in the way of... when am I going to start? Using sunscreen? Okay. Well, I've got to be honest. Bullish day on the markets. My goodness. The T... Well, to be fair, Alistair, I'll give you a pass, given that, you know, I still look younger than you. I can still call you Dad. Yeah, it's a quiet one. Hey, Alberto. It's a quiet one, guys. Don't take a trade unless it's worthwhile. Right now, there's nothing moving of any kind of volatility. There's no volatility in the market today at the moment, and it doesn't surprise me because we're coming up to the long weekend. Whilst the markets are open on Monday, most people will be taking a Monday as a skip day, and they'll be finishing early today, having a long weekend, and back on Wednesday. So American Independence Day on Tuesday, just remember that. 4th of July, get your Star Spangled Banners and wave them out on Tuesday. I won't be doing that, but you know, you do that. I mean, most Americans have them flying outside the house anyway, but right before they take the Pledge of Allegiance before breakfast. You know, you do you, baby. Oh, no. Oh, GNFT, I'm trying to bounce and it pops up. So this is what's known as a pop and drop for sure. GNFT. So this is GenFit SA, and I'll just put this on the 5 here so you can see it on TikTok. We had this gap up at the close yesterday, and then, or rather overnight, gap up at the overnight, and then it's just gap and crap, gap up, and then it's bounced. It actually went below yesterday's closing price. Then this is what's known as a dead cat bounce, and it's bounced up, and then it's coming back down to the yesterday's closing price of $4. So load of crap. And look, most of these stocks are garbage companies. They're not worth investing in long time. Most of these companies are not going to be around in 5 or 10 years time. They're either going to have been acquired by a competitor or a larger company, or they're going to have gone bust. Most of these companies are just not going to be around in 5 to 10 years time. They're garbage companies, they're terrible companies. So there's the opening bell. Let's see what the market gives us, shall we? Change the scanners over and hopefully we'll get a bit of volatility. Nothing. It's the first stock to move over to get over a 3% move. VERX. I'm putting it on the chart. Ugh. 3% move. Yeah, I don't want that. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's over the pre-market high. This might be interesting. Well, it does have news. BHG vomit, BTAI vomit, BDTX another vomit. Yeah. Oh, now I'm kind of starting to feel FOMO. Don't even, not even tradable. Yeah, no volume for that one. Wow. Maybe it's a day for shorting. Yeah, Harrison, don't worry about it. Just move on. There'll be another stock moving. Young at heart, Alistair. Young at heart. Yeah, none of these stocks are looking attractive to me. There's been no volatility halts. Yeah. No volume on that one, so no opportunity there. It's interesting to watch, but it's not tradable, so this is a shame. Joby Automation trying to make a move up. Joby dying. Oh, it's doing the opposite, I thought. Hey, look, it's a no trade day for me at the moment. Not. Already had my losing trade, so I've got my red. Now I need to go green. But I'm not trading anything just for the sake of trading. I need something that's worth trading right now. Yeah, I'm going to take Monday as well. Quite a lot I need to do. Still. Yeah, that's not Rupanion. Can't trade that. There's just nothing worth trading right now, guys. So just hang on a minute. Here we go. INQ. Reasonable volume. Is there a catalyst? Let's have a quick check. High of day now is how did we miss this one? High of day is 1438. Is there any news catalyst? And this is what I'm worried about. It's a 166 million float, so it's not a micro float. Right, okay, so after hours yesterday, INQ signs agreement with South Korea's Ministry of Science and ICT to cultivate regional quantum computing ecosystem. So it does have a catalyst, but it's from yesterday. It's 12.5% short. This could be interesting. That was a terrible fill. I'm sure I got filled before the price actually got there. Looking for the price of the $0.50. Get $0.50 on this. Get 10 cents. Relatively fine. Yeah, that's that way. I'll cut that for a small loss. I'll look for a move back up. Yeah, top's not great. Top is it's a hard one to trade at the best of times, and choppy. The price action on Top Financial since the bell at the moment is I wouldn't say choppy. I would say it's impossible to trade that. You're just gambling basically. You might buy at the VWAP for VWAP bounce and then your quid's in, but again. Day currently 1457. Yes, I do Calvus for sure. Well, you've seen me do it, because timing is everything. And if you time it wrong and then it pulls back, if you're confident it's still going to go higher, why not take that dip buy? You have to be confident of the that you're in that bullish move. Particularly if it's adhering to a confirmed support level or a confirmed trend line, buy the support on that trend line or on that support level, and then watch it move up and take the profit off that. So dip buying, it can be quite a profitable strategy, but it has to be bullish momentum, and you're buying the pullbacks. Break over the $0.50 here, I'll be happy enough. It depends on the momentum of the stock, or the velocity of the stock, Calvus. So I can buy the bid plus tolerance, or I'll buy the ask plus tolerance. So if it's a high momentum stock, I'll buy the ask plus tolerance. So I'm always limit orders rather than the market orders though. So that's a double top there. Just gone for a dip buy there, funnily enough, after you saying that. Struggling to get over that and hold over that $0.50, so I thought, okay, next time it approaches the $0.50, I'll be able to take a little bit off, I think. Excuse me. Now the question is, how much is that South Korean contract worth for the market? That's $0.25. And a little bit of resistance there before as well, so support $0.25. How effective that's going to be, I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's the thing with, and that's why the margin requirement on it is so much, because it is extremely volatile. Top finance group. It's the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, and we get over the $0.50 now. $47 on the ask. Takes that a little bit. It would take a little bit off at the $0.50. Struggling there. And it is a psychological level, so not getting the real volume follow through either. So I'm just gonna give it a couple of cents. I'm out for break even if it pulls back. Yeah, I got out there. Break new low. Look, so we're now green on the day. Get green, stay green. That's my motto. Thinking maybe it's a day for high cap stocks today. The market's very bullish. Look at the S&P 500. Not seeing anything going parabolic in the low float, low cap stocks. Look at the S&P 500. Very, very bullish today. After a week of a little over a week and a, well, 2 weeks of consolidation and pullback. Actually, this week has been quite bullish. I'm just looking at it on the daily. I'm thinking got that pullback, and then we've got this is for day 4. So Monday was the last bearish day on this consolidation pullback. So we've got continued moves up. The market's looking bullish right now, so maybe look at some of the higher cap stocks. So let's look at AMD, and I don't like AMD anymore. We used to be able to get leverage on AMD, you can't anymore. So let's look at Shopify and Spotify and BlackBerry had earnings. Nvidia's too expensive. Micron. Yeah, there's just not a lot of movement across the board. Facebook. On the 15-minute scanner, what's it looking for? Momentum. That's my momentum scanner, Don Black. I'm looking for momentum there. So right now, top momentum stock is RNLX. Pulling back a little bit because I've got that on the watch list as well. On my watch list charts. Verts ain't doing anything with any kind of volume. CBay, interesting, but how are you going to trade that? Started pulling back when I looked at it last time. OPK back over $2. Not great range, not great volume, relative volume speaking. So yeah, not something that I would be interested in trading. CYT sideways chop. Not a lot happening, guys. Apple. We were talking about Apple on Benzinga for a while this morning. He's having a good day. Breaking highs here at 200 bucks. Carnival, cruise lines. No, Carnival's making moves. That's a nice little pop. 20-cent move there. So the range on this, 12.5 cents, not bad. Spreads ish, penny spreads. That's not bad. It is a mid, what I class as a mid cap stock as opposed to low float. BTAI after that initial vomit is trying to make moves back. Over $7 could be of interest. Yes, well, everything's down over the last 18 months, Calva. Since January last year, everything's down. But the Russell index has been, I mean, the Russell today is up like 2/3%. This can get over $7 and hold. That might signal some good interest. 12 cent range. ISL Therapeutics. This is we're trading this the other day. So ATXG resumed. We'll look at ATXG. Come back to buy or sell in a moment. There is a couple of IPOs due out today. Not sure if they will, but I've tried that. That's just there's just not enough volume on that one. RNLX that we looked at and lost on. Look at that. That did a beautiful double bottom. Beautiful double bottom and broke out there. You got the nice move all the way up to 316. So you got the double bottom breakout. If I'd seen that double bottom, I probably would have traded that. Break of the VWAP was a nice entry as well, 290. Test $3, taking profits, then ride it up to 310. Third high of days, 317. But then it's just this flush here. That's horrible. If you're in that, that's horrible. I think the name of the game at the moment, guys, is get in, take profits quick, scalp. ATXG, let's go back to that one. Volume's starting to come in now. Yeah, but the spreads are like 40 cents. How do you trade that? Spreads are 40 cents and the range is only 36. How are you going to trade that? The range doesn't even cover the spreads. Come on, guys. Come on, market. Stop messing with us. Well, guys, I'm longing for 2021. No, absolutely, Calvus. If you're looking at past data, it's great for information purposes only. If you're trying to trade it, which is why these algos don't work, these bots that people develop, they don't work. Because they're based on historical data. And every time you backtest something and you tweak your algo to suit your historical data so that it works, and then you backtest it and you think, oh, this works now over the last 12 months, 20 years, whatever it is, as soon as you start using it, you might get a couple of profitable days, and then you'll have losers. And these bots, they don't work. You might be lucky and get 50% of the time, and it kind of break even. More often than not, you're going to make bigger losses. So algorithmic trading, unless you're talking about HFTs, high frequency traders, these algorithmic bots that people say, sign up to my Telegram or up to my algo bot, and it will trade for you algorithmically. They're just going to lose your money. Yesterday's market isn't today's market. The news from yesterday, the fundamentals from yesterday are not the fundamentals from today. So yeah, trade the price action. It's the only thing that matters. From a day trading perspective, from an investing, a longer term investing, from a swing trading where fundamentals are more relevant, then yes, historicals are a lot more relevant. But from an intraday trading perspective, the only thing that matters is price action. It's momentum. It's historical, longer-term historical data. All you're looking for is supply and demand, is support and resistance and key levels. But you're still looking for that. You're looking for the price action to break through those areas. In the trending market. But we've not got a trending market at the moment. It's very choppy and sideways. That's the problem. A lot of these moves are moving up and then not sustaining. I mean, we just had a nice little move here, inverse head and shoulders. Look at this on Joby. There's a shoulder, there's your head, there's another shoulder. It's a really nice inverse head and shoulders. The range isn't huge on this, so don't be expecting too much from it. But I'm expecting to get test the $0.50 at least. Every time it's topping that high, I'm going for it. I'm thinking 10.40, and then we'll get the $0.50. Should get 10.60 on this actually, but I'm 10.50, and then we can put stops in place. If only. Taking a little bit off, just a little bit off at the top there at the $0.50. I'm just going to put my stop in there at break even. Got a 9 cents average true range. I've just put my stop there at break even. There we go. Yeah, well, look, I made $200 on it. And the kick in the teeth. This will probably go up to 10.60, but you've got to get a bit of chop in the way. Look, $200 is a nice base hit. Let's have a look at ATXG. It's just, I mean, you can't trade that nonsense. I mean, look at it. I've got 8.21 as a resumption. But look at the inconsistency on the volume as well. I mean, the volume is, normally you get smooth runs up, smooth runs down, but this is just so inconsistent. This is not a day to try and swing for the fences, that's for sure. Basics is all it's going to take. I mean, yeah, I was hoping for a nice big day to finish the month. It doesn't look like we're going to get one unless something really jumps out. Have a look at PALT. Oh, Paul Talk. Yeah, can't. It's just like volume. You've got suspended it. It's a volatility hold. Yeah, due to volatility trading. I've got an 840 resumption. List halted at 53, so I think this is going to be a 10-minute hold. There, I've seen a few of those stories. Probably a glitch, Cedric. So I'm just gonna, this should resume it in about 10 seconds. If it's a 5-minute, I think this is going to be a 10-minute halt based on what it's showing here. 850 resumption here. No, looks like it's a 10-minute halt. I was right. Not often I'm wrong, but I'm right again. I'll come back to that later. Let's have a look. Let's put ATXG on the, get rid of GNFT. So we'll be testing those highs again. Let's say 1060, so over 1050 might be of interest. This is the main account, Luke. This is the main account. There's been nothing to trade on the small account today. There's not much to trade on the main account. 8,000 bitcoins. Wow. Ouch. Hey, Luke. Yeah, so 680 is where we're almost back down to break even on the small account after what's been an abysmal June. So we're going to have to start small again. So $70 is the we've got $30 in on the small accounts. Where is my small account montage here? So small account here, $27. We've got 3 more trades like that and we're at goal. So $70 is the is the goal today on the small account. But Joby, I wanted to get into the breakup for $50, but I'm late, so I'm just buying late to the party. I don't recommend doing that, but very close to the pre-market high. If it can get over this pre-market high, I will add to the position. You know, we do like a bit of scatter. Yeah, it would be worth that right now, but imagine what it was worth at the peak, at the Bitcoin peak. Pre-level. Pre-market high. I bought in as it touched it rather than broke it. I want to see this over. I want to see this at 70. 7 there. It's the high of day now. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. That dog didn't even bat an eyelash. Didn't even wake up. This is a slow burner, is Joby. 9 cent average through range. And what was the peak? 52,000 on Bitcoin. Well, if I can get 71 on the bid, there we go. We get 75. Due a pullback, 5 minute. ATXG resumed. It's now up at 968. So that looks like it's going parabolic. It's now halted at 968. ATXG just resumed it. It's halted at 968 right now. ATXG resumed at 876 or whatever it was. 876, I think. 878 or something like that. Dolby went up to almost $12 yesterday. Went up to $11.98. So let's see. Can we get over $11? I'm not so sure. Out break even. Looking for move back up. Slow. There's Cosmos at it again. We were only talking about Cosmos earlier. Oh, this is getting 10 cents risk on me. And it's 61, so let's go ahead 51. still think this is going up to. Oh, we've got nice inverse head and shoulders breakout. So the technicals were on point there. Could have got in a little bit better. Could have got in at 10.30. It would have been a good entry. The break of this high here. Well, 10.30 would have been a perfect entry here. But there's your one shoulder, there's your head, there's the other shoulder, the inverse head and shoulders, and the move back all the way up. So it's not done yet. But struggling to get over that $0.75 level. So now my stop's break even. I'm just over break even. In fact, I'm just going to put a trailing stop in place here. $0.10. There we go. So it's break even. Oh well. Oh, we might get the breakout, which is not looking like it's going to break out. I'll let it play out here. Got a 10-cent trailing stop. The range is 10 cents, so that's fine. Let's have a look at ATXG while we're bored here. Yeah, VTMX went live. It's now $32. It's at 32. It's up to 32.13. So not huge moves on the day. 5-cent spreads. What time is ATXG due to resume? This should resume 10:03, 10:13, 10-minute halt, 10:13 and 45 seconds. Come back to that. And we're going to break it. See, what I'm kind of conscious of here is the fact that if I cut this now for a small profit, and then it bounces on that 65 level, the pre-market high, and then moves up to $11, I'm going to be kicking myself for cutting it. A lot of people, Calvus, I think the statistics say 82% of people that start day trading quit having never been profitable in the first 2 years. So given that we're now 3 years since the pandemic, I would say the majority, more than 80%. Well, that's progress there, Alistair. I'm onto a loser here either which way with Joby now, because now I'm break even on this trade, and I was thinking of taking profit up there at 10.70, and then I'm thinking, okay, well, if it bounces here and goes without me, if I take profit at 10.70, I'll be kicking myself for not letting it play out. So either way, I'm gonna be annoyed with myself for not playing this properly. Well, INTS is the other IPO due today. It's not live yet, but it's been priced at $8. So yeah, I've got $5. Sorry, it's been priced at $5. So this will probably move up a lot quicker than VTMX. So let's. ATXG, we've got 2 minutes left before that resumes, so I'll come back to that. Where am I with Joby? We're moving back up again. Yeah, Neith, absolutely. Oh, now we're in profit. Now I don't mind, because now it's a profitable trade. It's a free trade. We're breaking out. 1075. That was a good inverse head and shoulders breakout on Joby. Not very volatile breakout, not very quick, but now we're cooking. We're cooking on Calla. We've now got a bit of, we're now kind of 700, about 700 bucks. The good, at least. Got 10-cent trailing stop, so we've got half the way there. So we're cooking on Calla now. We're up at $800. Yeah, well, the problem was, Andy. The problem is that the majority of those traders that started in the pandemic jumped on the Wall Street bets bandwagon. You know, the hodl mentality, ride up, and they bought into the mentality of things going to the moon, and they ended up losing everything. Because as it was moving up, they bought more, and then as it pulled back, they just bought more, and that was the only thing they knew how to do, was back. It's like they all lost the sell button. So AMC and GameStop and Bed Bath and Beyond, and people holding bags right up to the highs and thinking, oh, it's all going to come back, it's coming. Short sellers are doing us dirty, hedges need to get wedges, all that kind of stuff, and you're like, dude, take profits when you can. And then vilify anybody that does make money taking profits. So, well, you know, it's going to the moon. Why are you selling? If you're selling, you're a shill. That was it. That was what I got called so many times, a shill. ATXG 1178, the hold level. Spreads, ooh, wicked spreads. This is volatile. I'm gonna see if we can get filled. Oh, got filled. Just 1,000 shares. And 96, I want that stop at 10. I don't want to be in a hold. Why is it not moving? All in it, absolutely. The smooth brains didn't let them comprehend how the market works, how making money on the market works. Well, I'd like to see this over 12. Currently, the halt level up is 1205. The halt level down is 986. I've got my stop just above that, so I'm only in for 1,000 shares. I'm not risking huge amounts here. $1.50 granted, but it's like 1,500 bucks in the grand scheme of things. I'm just going to put this stop at new lows. So if I break the new low, we're out. I'm going to give it the 85 cents on the 86 cents on the ATR. The spreads are rangy as hell. A YOLO play, absolutely, that was it. You only live once play. Yeah, well, Joby's I've got a trailing stop on Joby, so I'm good. I'm a good 20 cents up on Joby at the moment. But if that continues up, and it is continuing up, I'll take the profits with it. I'll concentrate on this one now, and first candle breaks a new low. I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to keep moving my stop up. I'm risking $1,000, which I seem to have covered on Joby. I want to see this over over 12. and 75. Giving it, I'm risking 75 cents now on this, so 750 bucks is my risk. Plus slippage. The first candle breaks a new low effectively. It's a highly volatile stock, high risk, potential reward, but I'm not in big. I'm not in big, so I'm not worried about the risk on this. Yeah, I'm going to get stopped out here. There you go. So I'm risking 750 bucks on it, and I got stopped out on Joby for 1600. So you know, swings and roundabouts. This had the potential to move up, and it gapped up. What was it? Almost a whole dollar last time. So the whole level went up there. I thought if it gaps up another whole dollar, the opportunity's there to make money. So there's logic in my approach. Trust me. Well, I would hardly say a false breakout on Joby. I mean, the breakout was here at 10.30, so we've gone up 50 cents. I would hardly say that's a false breakout, soccer. VTAI getting some movement there. I'm not too keen on this one. Not too keen on the look of this. Joby's the one that if it breaks 11, I might look at more. So current high of day is 98. We had a new high. Resistance at 11. A couple of big sellers there, but we'll see. Well, that's why I started the stream, Andy. That's exactly why I started the stream. And you know, when all you've got is a chow for company whilst you're trading, it's a lonely gig. So I started the stream more for company than anything, and that was 18 months ago, and never looked back. So I started this this journey 18 months ago. This influencer journey, if you will, if I can call myself that. And a whole bunch of people thought, no, you know what? That's interesting. How does he do that? And asking me to teach them. So that's what I got involved in that as well. I want to see a nice influx of volume for the break of $11. That's what we want to see. Is that what we're going to get? Probably not. Do a bit of a pullback on the 5, you see. Low 990, 1090, I'll get out. This, like I said, first candle breaks a new low, I'll get out. I'm not even going to include that doji in there, so 1090 is still the I'm looking at. Big sellers up there at 98. Maybe I should buy and clear those sellers out myself. Oh, actually, there's good some decent shelf here at 90. I broke below it, so much for the support shelf. 90. All right, guys. Hold it. So ATXG halted to the downside now. You tell me what's moving. IMUX, root. We were talking about roots earlier. So the Dave that's in this short. Oh, I hope you covered. I hope you covered on this, Dave. If you're in it, still in it short. Pulled off hard after hours yesterday. Went all the way down to $7. Then bounced and kind of ranged in the after hours session. Went back down to 850, and then it looks like it's trying to bounce and move up. This was a $14 stock there a couple of weeks ago. A big move up from kind of $5, $6 up to 15 across 2 days. It actually went up higher than 15. It went up to a high of 1573 pre-market. That was on the 22nd. Root, trying to make new highs. There's no volume though. You can't trade that without the volume. I just know Dave was trading it short, so I hope he got out for a nice profit. IMUX, that's moving up nicely again. Not very volatile. 3 cents on the ATR. ATXG resumption. So short sale restriction, hard to borrow. A den tax. Yeah, the market's still looking reasonably good though. My goodness, I'm happy with that. I've got to be happy with that. The TQQQ is 5% up on the day. I'm heavily invested in these at the moment on my other account, so printing money for me. That's pulling all the way back. Yeah, you can. It's short as 9. 10 million shares shortable with CMEG. No, it's not hard to borrow. 10 million shares shortable. It's not short sale restriction, so. Not a lot else moving there, guys. I think we've plateaued. I think we've got over the main volatility stage. I think it's going to be one of those days where something's going to pop and you're going to have to be sat at your desk waiting for it to pop. It can be, but there's a lot more obstacles in play for short selling as your main strategy, Flip Jug. I mean, it's as much as of a muchness, really. The difference being with shorting is that if it's hard to borrow, you've got the locate fees. If it's been selling off for a period of time, then it becomes hard to buy. It becomes on short sale restriction, which means you can't buy below the. You can't sell below the bid, which means then you've got to sell it above the bid and then look for the market to come to you, which is actually not a bad thing. It can save you a bit of money, but it's trading short. There's a bit more to it in terms of intricacies. But you tend to find that if you're trading short, you'll get bigger moves. in the short term. In the long-term trading short, the most you can get is 100%. So put that into context. If you're looking at shorting something, the reason that the moves downwards are much more decisive than upwards is because fear is a stronger emotion than greed. Simple. But think of it this way: if you take a position on, like we're looking at the TQQs here, if I decide to short this, the most I'm ever going to get on a move is 100% if it goes to zero. So if I'm leveraged at whatever it is, the max leverage, let's say your broker gives you 5 times leverage, the maximum return you're going to get on something is 500%, because you're leveraged to the hill. You can grow your account by 500%. That's it. It goes to zero, and then you're gonna have to wait for it all to come out in the wash and hit the pink sheets and whatever. So and then you cover for pennies. If you get something that moves up, the returns you can get, in theory, are infinite. So you get something like GDC a couple of months ago that went from like $2. 100% on GDC is $4, but it went up to $44. So, you know. Yeah, Job, if it breaks the VWAP, I mean, this was a nice breakout move. So the inverse head and shoulders there was a textbook breakout move. Nice entry, clean entry at 10:30. I got in a little bit late, but as it got the pullback, and as it broke new highs, that's where I got in initially. But it's a lovely move that from an inverse head and shoulders breakout. 10:30 up to 11. That's a 70 cent move. BXRX, so BTAI, you're looking at still moving up, not great though. I mean, it's argue for cup and handle or even an inverse head and shoulders there, a bit wonky, but neckline will be here at 7.15. If this breaks the pre-market high, it's starting to look a bit more bullish. Who's messaging me? Hey, real wild ones. Let's have a look at BXRX. Whilst you're calling it out, I'll take a look at it for you. So, yeah, that's why I'm not seeing it on my scanners. It's below $2, but, you know, fill your boots. It's up, volatility hot right now, but it's up 100% on the day, nearly 94.2% to be precise. So I'm looking at a $1.02 gap up. It's $1.01, so it's not a huge gap up. It's only a penny. But $1.02. When I say $1.02 gap up, I mean $1.02 resumption. I don't mean it's going to resume at $2.03. It's $1.02 resumption is going to be this one in about 4 minutes' time. Top financial now, kind of bleeding out. Adobe down at 10.50 could be interesting for shorting. Bit extended to the downside here. Too many red candles in a row. Nice entry here would have been break of lows here at 10.60. Even the break of the 20. Yeah, so not a lot else moving. BXRX, like I say, halted. That's the biggest mover right now, percentage-wise. Still waiting for INTS to go live. $5. No action yet. We'll see. 2 winners, 2 losers, 50% win rate. I'm green on the day. We continue to look for opportunities. Looks like rain, so I better get the how many likes have we got in the old tickety tockety? Somebody tell me how many likes we've got on the old tickety top, and if we've got, actually I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll have a quick look at I'll switch if we can get 50 likes on YouTube, so we need 11 more likes. If you've not hit the thumbs up button, do it now. We need 11 thumbs, and I will get I'll feed the dog. I'll feed the dog a nice little treat if we get 11 more thumbs up. We're not going to get to 3,000 likes on TikTok. The TikTok community seems to be dying out now, because everybody's coming across to YouTube because they get to see a lot more. But yeah, if we get 50 likes, if we get 50 thumbs up on YouTube, smash that thumbs up button. If we get 50, then I will give the dog a treat. And she's looking at you. She's begging you to give her a treat. Look at that. Like, feed me, I'm starving. Feed me now. Oh, hit that thumbs up button. Like bots. I don't need to hire like bots. What's the point in getting something to like me that isn't real? I'd rather have an engaged chat, an engaged stream that is real. Well, we're only 4 likes away. If you've not smashed the thumbs up button, we're only 4 away from feeding the dog. So, we were 4 away. Who just hit the thumbs up button and then just took it off again? Come on. At 46 and then you took your like away. What did I do? There you go. There you go. Oh dear. Oh, Alistair, that was terrible. You stand at the back of the class. Oh. A rainy day for Alistair now on the back of that one. 3 more likes. Let's get over that 50 likes on the YouTube channel, and I can give the dog a treat. Getting a VWAP bounce here for Joby. It's just not volatile enough. That's the problem with it. It's now 6 cents on the average true range. So yeah, we're lacking a bit of volatility. Not BXRX, it resumed. Let's have a look at that one. It's now altered to the upside at 128. Ooh. See, when I see these low price stocks going parabolic like this, I almost think, well, I could take a couple of thousand shares, 10,000 shares or something with that of this one. 10,000, 30-cent move, that's 3 grand. You know, it's just not worth it. Every time I try that, I get burned. You know. So it's better to just stick to your strategy. 25 cents is 25 cents. If you can pull 25 cents out of the market every day, clean, you can make a tidy income. Think about that. Right, let's see. The XRX is the only thing really moving of any kind of significance. CBay, the top mover on the day now. Is that still moving up? 40% up on the day. over $2. So nah, it's just plateauing, choppy up at the top here at $11. It's looking like it might break down. Kind of a descending wedge into that flat bottom there. It looks like it's breaking down as I'm speaking right now. There you go. There you go. So an $11 flat bottom, and they typically break down, and it just did do. So yeah, I'm looking at the IPO INTS, but SoFi had a Supreme Court ruling, did it? Is it that the yeah, just vomit there into a halt down? Is that the student loan debt forgiveness thing, Calvus? Because they're the student loan people, aren't they? Yeah. So yeah, debt forgiveness on student loans. Let's face it. I mean, this is what's wrong with the American education system. If you want a good education system, you've got to pay. If you want a good education, you've got to pay for it. And then if you pay for it, you're then in debt because it's so overly expensive. In fact, everything you've got to pay for. I mean, the prisons are a business. They put people in prison just to keep providing free slave labor for corporations. I mean, all your number plates are made. State number plates are made by prisoners. Your roads are tarmacked and you know, surfaced by prisoners. And who says slave labor? Slavery was abolished by the US. It's alive and well. So this is looking like what? This looks like SoFi is going to gap up. 898 resumption. It's going to resume back up here at $9 from before it vomited down. That doesn't seem right. It went from 920 up to 920, then down to 856 halt, and it looks like it's going to resume at $9. Go figure. Well, let's have a look. It's coming. We've got 30 seconds before resumption, so assuming it's only a 5-minute halt. So let's have a look. Probably a couple of weeks to get settled, make sure the internet's right and get all the setup right. So I may be trading, but unlikely to be streaming for the first couple of days. I'm over there, so I'll probably stop stop trading second week of July and then pick it up again in August. So effectively, it's like a two-week holiday, like I took at Christmas. And look at that. That's volatile. This could be the death of me, or it could be something big. Looking for 950 here. I'll take 940. Almost. But over 940. Volatility on this is ridiculous. Yeah, it is scary, which is why I'm putting my stop in there. I don't want it. Yeah, looks like this is pulling all the way back down. I thought I'd ride that up because it was bullish on the resumption. I thought we'd get at least 950. I'll put my stop there and get out. Now look, we're finishing red. I could short it. It is shortable. Easy to borrow as well. I goes down Wicks though. This is, looks, doesn't know which way he wants to go here. They're just trying to, a bit of volatility, but it's actually going to maintain that $9 FMV. Probably what's going to happen here. How does the ruling affect the stock? The price, we're watching how it's affecting the stock, Calvus. Look. Volatility of it, the market doesn't know which way to go. I'm just going to give it another try. US Supreme Court rules against President Biden in the first of two challenges to his plan to cancel $430 billion in student loan debt. They're one of the service providers for the US collegiate in terms of financing. This was a $10 stock not too long ago, so let's see. Right, highs, I'm gonna take another slice. SoFi needs the government payouts. The government is the biggest customer, and then that debt that the government pays them then goes on to onto the poor student. Not even getting 10 cents on this now. Kind of break even, breaking down. I thought if we get a breakout, I'll try again, but I've not lost anything there. That's why the education. That's why Americans in general, across the populace, are so poorly educated. They can't afford to be educated. And the ones that do get educated get stopped at the stupidity. It's not stupidity, it's ignorance. of the average American citizen because they can't afford to be educated. Oh my goodness, look at that VWAP bounce on Joby. I mean, like VWAP bounce, I was thinking if it gets back over this level, it could be in, but I didn't think it was going to go all the way back up towards 11. It might well do that. Ah, look, I'm knocking it on the head for June. I'm going to put June down as a whilst I can still be. Let's just show where we're actually finishing on June, shall we? Okay, so where's my laptop screen? Let's just have a quick recap on June, shall we? And this here is my June. June year to date. Or month to date, rather. So, yeah, details. So June to date, whilst it says 26k, it's actually 11k after fees and charges, but we're losing 4k today, so this takes me down to 22 gross. Probably 5k in to come off in net, so we're finishing just profitable in June. Not ideal at all. Very poor run of trading. This second biggest drawdown of the year. If I look at 25k is where we're at still, so that goes back down to 29. So let's just put this into context. So what I always say is, if you have a bad day, zoom out. Where are you on the week? I'm not having a great week. Where are you on the month? Not having a great month. Still profitable though. Where are you on the year? So I'm just tipping that 7-figure number. So that is a good year. is all I'm saying. You know, I'll go back to what we're looking at, days and times here. You can see how poorly June has been for me. So just putting this all into context. Why am I still upbeat? Why am I still positive? I started the year great. Had the best months of my career last summer in June, July, and August. Then we beat that coming into the new year, and we beat that in January. Had a poor February, coming off a really good year last year, but then we had the 3 best months of my career. We did 245k in March, 246 in April, and then 223 in May. To only have done like 20k after today, 20k in June is a massive disappointment, but I've got to put it into context. Across the course of the year, we're having a really good time. So if I look at how long it took me to get to this level last year, it took me to the end of October before I kind of reached this level last year. I was struggling because we went behind on the year slightly. So end of October, we were at this level, just beyond that 1 million level gross. So we're way ahead where we were last year. We're way ahead of goal. Having a bad June is okay. I'm going to be taking some time off at the end of July, and that's probably what I need. We'll have a great September. Final 4 months of the year is going to be fantastic. Final 5 months of the year is going to be fantastic. So I'm confident of that. I'm going to be setting my expectations in July lower because I won't be trading half the month. So yeah, okay, on the back of that, I'll be doing it again on Wednesday. So remember guys, July the 4th, which is Tuesday, is American Independence Day, and they're celebrating their freedom from authoritarian rule and being able to make their own political decisions. Look how that's worked out for them. But maybe we should just take America back and start telling you how to run your lives again, because you're making a right hodgepodge of it if you look at the state of the nation right now. That's just my opinion. I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. But I'll be back at it again on Wednesday. So nice long weekend, 4 days. I'll be back at it on Wednesday, an hour before the market opens, so 8:30. So for those of you in America, that's 8:30. And we'll do it all again then. So see you then, guys, and take it easy. Stay profitable. Not a good day.